The 22-23 Premier League season is right around the corner for finishing. The 23-24 Premier League season starts on the 13th of August, I think. And some people always do their early predictions, and this is mine. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Remember to smash like and subscribe button to the channel. Let's get into it. So guys, we're starting from rock bottom. I'm going with the EFL Championship playoff winners. Look, the playoffs ain't being decided yet. I think it's either going to be Millwall, Middlesbrough, Luton, and it's fighting for sixth. So I can't remember who's down there. But I don't really think they're going to get far because them teams, to be honest, they're not competitive. So yeah, I just think they're going to go down. 19th place, I'm going with Sheffield United, recently promoted last week, and I just think that they've not got the quality to stay in the Premier League. I think that they'll get a couple of points, but I don't think they ain't got enough fighting mentality and the squad depth just to keep going to try and survive. So I've gone them for relegation. To finish off the relegation places for 18th, I've gone with Bournemouth. Look, I know Bournemouth, they might finish like 13th, maybe even 12th this season. But all I'm going to say is that I don't think that they're going to stay out next season. I think that they're going through a burst of form, if you get what I mean. They're doing well now, but I think Bournemouth, they're not a Premier League team. I don't really think they're going to stay up. I think they will definitely start this season, but I don't think they'll stay up for the 24-25 Premier League season. So sadly, kind of, because I do like Bournemouth, I think they're going to go down. So, just surviving the tip of relegation, I've gone with Everton again. I think Everton, they will slightly stay up this season. I think it's going to be the same next season, 3 seasons running. Obviously, last season, the 21-22 season, they had a big downfall from 10th to finishing to 16th. Now, they are a favourite to go down. They could really finish rock bottom this season. If we quickly look at the Premier League table, because I have the table open, Everton are 19th in the Premier League right now. 4 points above bottom place Southampton. They are playing Leicester tonight, recording this on the 1st of May. Obviously, Wake Up is the first of the month. Not Wake Up, it's the first of the month. If they win tonight, Everton can go 16th in the Premier League, which I think I'll be happy if they finish there. But yeah, I think Everton, they think they'll stay up, but next season is going to be another tight season, but I think they'll stay up again. 16th place, I've gone with Fulham. I know Fulham, they're going to finish 10th this season, I think. But I don't know, with the quality of teams and how many teams are getting better now, I don't know if Fulham are going to be able to keep up with it. This season, it's been a weird Premier League season. It's 100%. But I think they will fall off. They'll go to the old Fulham. But I think Fulham, they have cemented themselves as a Premier League team. Now, they will stay in this division for a while. And Fulham are going to be here. Even if they're in relegation battles every year, Fulham will be a Premier League team for a long time. So I'm saying Fulham 16th. 15th place, I'm going with Burnley. Oh, bloody Burnley. Who obviously are the champions of the Championship and have been promoted. I think they're going to stay out. They're going to finish 15th, I think, Burnley. They're just Burnley, ain't they? Obviously, they're not the Brexit Burnley we used to all love. We always used to love. I don't know why I said that twice. What's going on with me? Don't know what's going on. But they got Vincent Kompany as your manager. He could be leaving, but I do think he'll stay as Burnley manager for now. And I think Burnley, they're going to come up. I think they'll cement themselves for a couple of seasons. Burnley can be a Premier League side. They've got the squad, but they need to get the points when needed. This was the problem they had last season. They didn't get the points when needed, which caused them to go down. But I think they'll stay up next season. Moving on to 14th place, Leicester City. Right now they're sitting 18th in the Premier League. They both, Leicester and Everton, need a win tonight. It's a relegation battle, but that don't matter. We'll leave that in window. I think they're going to stay up. I think they'll finish mid-table again. 14th. Look, Leicester, they went for a spark for a couple of seasons where they were like nearly Champions League team, 5th place for 2 seasons in a row. I think that kind of all fell off. They lost a lot of quality. Jamie Vardy getting on a bit. James Maddison's not been his best. Yuri Tielemans falling off very hard, wanting to move away. And all this sacking Brendan Rodgers has all just led to this. I think Leicester are now just a mid-table team. They're not going to get much further, I don't think. I think they're going to be a mid-table team for the next 4 or 5 seasons, I think. So I'm saying Leicester 14th. 13th place, I've gone with another mid-table team that's been created into a mid-table team the last couple of seasons. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves, they get some points. 13th place is now just a normal finish for Wolves. They were normally finishing Europa League spots for their first season. Then they finished another top half finish. Then they just had a terrible season, and it's been downhill from there for Wolves. They are a Premier League team, 100%. They're good enough, but are they actually good enough to fight for like Conference League? Maybe fight for top 10 now. Last season I think they finished 9th or 10th. I think it was 10th Wolves finish, but it's just not been good enough for Wolves. So I'm going 13th. Top place I've gone with informed Crystal Palace. They're just a mid-table team. Palace, they don't wish for a lot. They don't, obviously, they wish not to go down. They don't wish for, like, Europe. They don't wish for top 10. Palace are just a normal club. I don't like them, but they're just a normal club that if they're mid-table, it's cool for them. They just like being in the Premier League. That's all it is for Palace. That's all they play for. So I'm going Palace again. 11th place. Oh, my voice went there. I'm going with the scum, West Ham. West Ham. I hate West Ham. You know, I'm a Tottenham fan. But I've gone with 11th. Look, this season's been a down for their 15th right now. But obviously, they could be in Europa League next season. And they could be in the Championship. But it ain't going to happen, is it? We all know that. West Ham, look, they are more just a mid-table club recently. They will probably be in the Europa League next season because I think they will win the Conference League. But I don't think they're going to be in Europe after that for a while. I just think they'll be a mid-table club. It is what West Ham is. It's West Ham for you. But moving on to the top 10 places. 10th, I'm going with Aston Villa. Aston Villa, they're not a European club, but they're not a Championship quality. They're a good top 10 side. They are normally finishing 10th, 9th, 8th around there. This season, right now, though, they're 7th. They're in a Conference League spot. They are only 2 points behind Tottenham, who are 6th, and about 6 points behind Liverpool, who are 5th. Villa on one of the best form of their life right now. That won't happen though. I think they will just miss out on the Conference League spots. And I think it's going to be a 10th place finish. I think it's just Villa normally. 9th place, I think I'm at Brentford. Again, same as Crystal Palace. They don't play for a lot. They don't. The one wish they want is to not go down. They are just they're a good team, but they're not wishing for Europe. They're just happy being like 9th, just mid-table. They're happy with it. They're a smaller club. They're not a massive club, Brentford. Although I can't really say I'm a Tottenham fan to be honest. But oh well. I'm going with 9th place. 8th place, just to miss out on the Conference League spot. I'm going with Brighton Hove Albion. This team has cemented themselves as a top 10 team, a European fighting team. They will qualify for the Conference League this season, but I don't know if they are really. How do I say this? I don't know if they're really gonna keep going. I think they will miss out on Europe, but I think they're happy with this. If they stay 8th, 7th, all that, they're happy. They don't really matter. Moving on to the European space though, 7th place I've gone with Chelsea. Chelsea will qualify for the UEFA Europa Conference League next season. I think that they will cement themselves as getting up there again, if you get what I mean. I think it's going to be a long process though. 7th place, I think next season they might take that because they're probably going to finish 12th, maybe even 13th this season. So Chelsea, I think they will get back into Europe. It will be obviously the crappy the Europa Conference League, which Tottenham could be in next season. I've already been through the pain once. I'm not going through it again. But yeah, moving on to the Europa League spaces. Surprisingly, 6th place I've gone with Newcastle. The reason why, look, right now they're 3rd in the Premier League. They have qualified for the UEFA Champions League. They will be in the Champions League next season. But I don't think they're going to have the squad depth, and I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with midweek games all at the time. With the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa League, and the Premier League on top. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with it. I think Newcastle, they will qualify for the Europa League. I think I said Europa League before, sorry, I think I meant Champions League. But I think they will qualify for the Europa League just over Chelsea. I think it's going to be a bit of a mid-season over Newcastle. 5th place, I've gone with the boys, Tottenham Hotspur, to round off the Europa League spots. Tottenham will be in either the Europa League, Conference League, or just miss out on it. I think we will be in the Europa League, but we are not growing as a side. I have to say, we're not growing, we're not getting anywhere. I think Tottenham, they're not a Champions League club, are they? They're not good enough to be Champions League. We're not going to be in the Champions League for a while, I don't think. I'll just have to be honest. We're not going to be in the Champions League for a long time now. We're going to be stuck in a Europa League route like we did it about 10 years ago. But I think it's going to be a 5th place finish for Tottenham. Moving on to the Champions League spots now. Fourth place on with Liverpool. They will get back into the Champions League and they will start becoming the side Liverpool we all knew from that title winning season. Second place, Farmer City. They won't be Farmer City, but they will get Champions League football. I think they need to get back in the Champions League. They won't be in it next season, probably. They'll be in the Europa League next season, but I think they're going to get back into the Champions League for the 24-25 season. Moving on to third place, I've gone with Arsenal. You might say, oh, so we're going to win the Premier League, going to win the Premier League. No. They won't win it this season and they're not going to win it next. They have not got the squad depth. They've not got the resiliency to keep going to win Premier League titles. I'm not saying they're a terrible side. They're better than Tottenham. We all know that. But they're just a top 4 side, to be honest. They're not a Premier League title winning side. They've not got a good enough squad. They have had a lot of hype this year, and it's understandable. They've been very good. They're not going to win it, though. They can't cope under pressure with the squad they have. They've got a very young squad who are inexperienced. So I think third place for Arsenal is still good. Second place, just missing out on the Premier League title. I've gone Manchester United. I think they're going to get better side. I think in a couple of seasons they will win the Premier League once again. But I don't think it's going to happen yet. I think second place for United next season would be a joy. They're probably going to finish 4th this season. So United are a Champions League quality side, and they are a Champions League. Obviously won it 2 times, 2 or 3. I can't remember. I think it might be 3. I think it's 2 though. But I'm just going to go Man United second place, to be honest. Because first place, we're going to have to get used to this now. It's Manchester City. It'll be for a 4th season in a row. Manchester City will win the Premier League, and there you go. If you want to quickly look one more time, these are my predictions for the 23. Early though, early. Obviously, we've still got a while until it happens. So thank you for watching the video. It's been after the course. Smash a like and subscribe button to the channel. See you lot soon. Bye guys.